Is your software, your gear, or your engine really the problem? Or is it you? We've all been there, blaming the tool. The program crashes, the brush feels wrong, game engine just doesn't work. It feels safer to point outward than inward. But the truth is, those excuses don't make you better. They keep you stuck.
Out of my way, son! Door stuck! Door stuck!
And today, I'm breaking down how shifting your focus from blaming things to more of a self-reflective touch can completely change the results and finally make you finish your first game. First pitfall I want to bring up, playing this blaming game, all it's going to do is lead you to procrastinate. Guess what? It's procrastination at its finest. Now, you might think procrastination isn't that bad. You just end up pushing something back and you'll do it later. Well, that's where the trap leads. That's where the pitfall lands. The thing about procrastination is that not only does it delay the inevitable even further, which in turn literally just means that you're not going to finish the thing, whether it be to make yourself feel better, or whether it be to just kind of push it off until it's just a memory in your head. The reason the blame game leads into procrastination is mostly due to the fact that you end up having a negative outlook on the tools that you end up using. Now, you can have opinionated things on your tools. You could say this tool doesn't do what I need it to do, or maybe I could see the other people's tools and see if I can probably use theirs. That's completely fine. But I think that's a very slippery slide that we end up kind of hitting ourselves with sometimes. For example, let's say you want to make a game and you end up using the Unreal Engine. You kind of realize that, hey, maybe I should kind of focus on using Unity instead. Unity might help me in these situations, and maybe it could push me into making more 2D instead of a 3D game. The problem stems from you doing that research. You start seeing more things, you start kind of understanding that, Unity is pretty great, but it has this one little thing. You've already kind of set yourself up to kind of understand that maybe Unreal isn't what you need, and Unity now has these issues that maybe Unreal didn't have, but you've now focused on changing so much that both of these stop being a good choice. You just have to understand one thing, and it might be the most important thing I can tell you. Tools are just tools. The solution to avoid this pitfall in its entirety is always to put a focus on the progress towards the end product. Whatever tool you end up using is going to be fine, because at the end of the day, if it's helping you get towards your end product, then that's the tool for you. There's no great tool. You might see millions of videos online that tell you, hey, you should probably use this for that. You should probably use this brush for this. Or you should probably use this engine for that. Well, you should probably make your own engine, sure. But at the end of the day, if it's blocking you from progressing to your end goal, then it's not the right tool for you. Which leads me to my second pitfall. Because you are in the constant blame game that you're playing, teamwork is out of the question. Who do you think is going to want to work with you if all you do is just blame other things? I'm gonna give you an example. There's a video game called League of Legends.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Probably 50% of you already kind of shriveled when I said that name. But I want you to know that League of Legends didn't start out as a bad game. The community ended up building upon it, and it actually ended up being a lot more toxic than usual. Now, it's not to say League of Legends is not a good place, like you can learn a lot of stuff, but it's known to have a toxic community, mostly because of the fact that you're doing a 5v5 game where one mistake on your side kind of means a detrimental issue on the other. Now, whoa, instantly, the reason this game is seen as the most toxic is because, quite frankly, your teammate that's on the bottom is now screaming at your teammate that's on the top, saying that he's dog shit, and that the reason we're losing this game is because of him. Blame, 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 blame. Now, is he right? Probably. But this guy's focusing more on the fact that that dude's doing wrong than maybe focusing on his side. I've seen comebacks. I've seen people pop off in the bottom lane, even if their top lane is destroyed. Hell, you can ask any of my friends whenever I play any kind of like mobile game with them. You know, I just played Deadlock with my boy Brandon, and I'm not gonna lie, he carried me. We still won. I was getting cooked, but Brandon was very supportive. He was very honest. He was like, hey, this is the game. It's very confusing. I don't want you to be maybe too overwhelmed on it, you know? And it worked. I had a great time. It was really fun, and Brandon taught me a lot. But on the other side, there's a lot of people that just kind of blame. They want to win so badly. Blame, 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 blame. You're not really setting a good precedent on a teamwork environment. So now when you want to start working with somebody, let's say an artist and stuff, let's say the artist is taking longer than you expected. What are you going to do? I'm going to blame him. That's crazy, because now the artist is super stressed and he knows that, wow, this guy is super quick to blame somebody instead of trying to see if they can help in any way. Everybody can blame. It's the easiest and it's the most powerful defensive mechanism. And yet here we are using it and overusing it, but it doesn't allow any growth. Failing is okay. You learn from those. And if you don't want to call it a failure, then don't. I don't call it a failure. I have a very negative connotation with that word, but it's true. It's okay to reframe your brain in a way where you can allow yourself to accept the fact that failure and you messing up always leads to your end product. Remember what I said in part 1. At the end of the day, as long as you're making progress to your end goal, that's all that matters. And blaming your tools is not helping one bit. The solution for this one will actually come after I tell you about part 3. When you're stuck in the blame game constantly, you stop allowing yourself to have a self-improvement mindset. Self-improvement mindset is the thing that allows you to be better than you were. yesterday, and hopefully to be a lot better tomorrow. Now, it's not to say that you have to grow every single day. There are some practices that actually have people pushing themselves to a point where every day they have to grow at least 1%. It's phenomenal. And I really appreciate that thought process. Because at the end of the day, if you're not growing, then what are you really doing? Stagnation, depending on the person that you talk to, can be a fickle thing. I don't know about you, and this is more a personal thing. I don't want to just be okay. I want to be great. I want to be up there. And if you want to be up there, you need to practice this. Self-improvement mindset is powerful. And it's going to help you get to finish any project you put yourself into, any project you want to do, any dream that you want to succeed in. Self-improvement mindset is key. Now, self-improvement mindset gets shat on when focused on the blame game. Dude, the blame game does not help anybody. Dude, it's that guy's fault. No, dude, it's that guy's fault. Actually, I'm blaming everybody else but yourself. Why don't you take a look at yourself for a second? Go into the mirror, kind of see like, hey, this person didn't finish the artwork really fast. This person didn't finish the music really fast. What could you have done to help? Lend yourself to help. Because guess what? Lending yourself to help, suddenly you get to learn something completely new that you might be able to use in your future. But because all you were doing was blaming, suddenly you close a lot of doors and potential help that you could have given. So the solution, both number 2 and 3, I need you to understand that you need to practice this self-improvement mindset. Ryan, how do you practice it? Man, I'm glad you asked. All you need to do, and start it easy, because I don't want you backflipping and doing front flips and then you break your neck and you die. No, we don't want that. We will want most than anything is just be aware. Anytime a situation occurs where you feel, I could have played that a little better, pat yourself. Give time for reflection. Allow yourself to understand that you're not perfect. 99.9% of the time, when you think that you did everything you could on something, quite frankly, sometimes that's not the right way. And there was something else that you could have done. Because you're not perfect. Quite frankly, you're not. And that's okay. When you sit down and realize that, meditate on it, journal it, you give yourself time to kind of accept that, that's when you become the most powerful version of yourself. And it's the version I want to see because it's the version that'll help you finish your first game. 100%. No doubt about it. And with that, those are the 3 pitfalls that I see a lot of people deal with when they get stuck on the blame game. If you guys enjoyed what you saw, please share it, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to hit 100 subs. It would mean the world to me. And truly, thank you. This has been a lot of fun, and I can't wait to continue with more. Peace.